primarily within the physical world. And there were many key touch points users and customers would typically encounter along the journey, most typically in the sequence you see here. Marketing might provide something like a data sheet detailing the features of a product from an SEO perspective. That's not to say that it should deliberately overshadow marketing content, but that marketing and technical content should work together and leverage their respective strengths for the benefit of the company and its brand.
Right, and since I do the marketing for IXIASOFT, I have a little bit to say about that. So crafting an SEO strategy does take a lot of research. And when working on the SEO strategy for IXIASOFT, which is an ongoing project, I have no trouble finding blogs or presentations or YouTube videos with plenty of food for thought about SEO. But what about technical documentation in SEO? Should you have an SEO strategy for your technical documentation? I mean, strictly speaking, it isn't marketing content. So how do you bridge that gap?
So, okay. So, and I think I need to tweak my wording a bit. Okay. So some of the following won't quite make the same. But anyways, I'll push on. So it's worth pointing out here that technical docs does not equal marketing content, but very much as Sydney has said, and nor should it try to be. Having said that, a lot of SEO material that exists focuses primarily on how to write better targeted marketing content, which again, makes sense. And there's very little that focuses, however, on SEO for technical documentation. And yet a lot of what SEO experts advocate marketers to do is already done as a matter of course within technical documentation, especially when we're talking DITA topic-based information. Note that I'm not saying that marketing communications is inherently poor. I really, Sydney, your stuff is great.
Thanks, Keith.
Far from it. Far from it. Only that marketing communications that doesn't focus on the information that users are actually seeking, and therefore, they then don't consider relevant to them, does poorly by comparison. So when it comes to trying to understand SEO in general, much of the information at first glance may seem to be conflicting and over time some things have, and I'm going to cut that paragraph because that doesn't flow.
Yeah, I was
That's
thinking
actually
the same
from the
thing.
original version.
Yep.
So I'm cutting that from my version of the script.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So what you see on this slide here are Google's 4 user moments, also known as micro moments. And if you've ever stood at a bus stop and looked around you and kind of seen that every other person around you is on their phone, they were likely all experiencing a micro moment, as Google calls it. So as defined by Google, these micro moments are broken down into 4 categories. The I want to know moments, which are basically the pre-purchase mode or the research phase before someone is to confirm that they're going to be purchasing a product. So it might be someone wanting to know about the next upcoming Game Boy or something, or the Game Boy company's competitors. I have to work on my script. I barely wrote anything, but anyways, something along those lines. Or the I want to go moments, which might include looking for a local business on a map, or reading reviews for a local restaurant, or even traveling to a new country and knowing what to do in that area. The want to do moments, which could have something to do with, say, installing a car battery, or learning something for the first time, like learning how to knit. Installing a car battery and learning how to knit certainly do not go hand in hand, but those are 2 separate examples. And then finally, the I want to buy moments, which are basically those who are primed and ready to buy at the final stage before purchasing, who are doing some last-minute research before they are converted.
Right. So in this case, what I want to focus on are the first and third moments. Click.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
There we go. Yeah. And if you can do it either before I start
right.
or
Sorry,
after
I was writing something down on the text. I'm going to make myself a note that that's an animation right there.
There you go.
Okay.
So the first moment highlights that 65% of online consumers look up more information now than ever before. And notice that the picture shows someone looking up information on their smartphone. This experience is highlighted in the third moment, where Google finds that 91% of smartphone users turn to their phone